Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, arbiter, and reminiscing bard of Twilight. And welcome to a little game that I hope y'all are going to love, or at least have some interest in, called Atlantic Fleet. Now, I'm hoping the game will capture. It's not an old game, but it's a kind of a simple game. So I don't know if it's going to capture. I hope it will. Please capture. There we go. So, here's the deal. Uh, I have to show off what this game is like. There's only one thing that can fit. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need something fitting. So, if you'll allow me, at least for a minute.
In May of 1941, the war had just begun. The Germans had the biggest ship that had the biggest guns. The Bismarck was the fastest ship that ever sailed the sea. On her decks were guns as big as steers and shells as big as trees. Out of the cold and foggy night came the British ship, the Hood. And every British seaman, he knew and understood. They had to sink the Bismarck, the terror of the sea. Stop those guns as big as steers and those shells as big as trees.
There we go. So, yeah, just a little old tune right there. But yeah, excuse me. But yes, this is Atlantic Fleet, and this is the Battle of the Denmark Strait. So, history time. That's actually why this stream is set to a just chatting stream, because there's going to be a lot more history than there is gameplay. So, the Battle of the Denmark Strait. To put it bluntly, allow me to explain. The Battle of the Denmark Strait is a very, very important battle, at least in British naval history. Here's the setup. Heavy cruiser Prince Eugen and battleship Bismarck, the biggest German battleship ever built, are trying to slip through the Denmark Strait to raid trade convoys that are coming between the United States and Britain. It was always the biggest fear for Britain that these commerce raider ships like Bismarck and Prince Eugen would basically. Well, I fucked that up. You know what? Hang on. Let me explain. I'm trying to get over there so I can show y'all a picture. So, there we go. There's Bismarck. So, she's missing her war paint, by the way. Those tops of those turrets were supposed to be yellow, but oh well. So, Bismarck. Bismarck is probably the most famous German ship ever built because of its first and only mission. But the other reason it's famous is because of how it was built. Bismarck was a tough old ship. And yes, from the Mississippi, a ship is taking form. Yeah, now here's the thing about Bismarck. Bismarck was a fast ship for what it was, and her mission was not to fight other ships. Her mission was to sink convoys, to go in, sink transport ships, and deprive Britain of supplies. That's why Prince Eugen is with her. Now, originally, the plan had been for Bismarck, Tirpitz, Gneisenau, Scharnhorst, and Prince Eugen to all go at once. But the problem was that Gneisenau and Scharnhorst were in for repairs, and Tirpitz's crew wasn't ready to sail. So, Angry Mustache Man didn't care, and he commanded them to he didn't care. He wanted the ship at sea. So, what I want to do is I want to start over so I can show y'all. Let's see. My thing. Yeah, that's how the stuff works. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's the setup. The Denmark Strait, marked here. Basically, Prince Eugen and Bismarck have already been spotted by the Royal Air Force leaving the Nordic fjords. Their plan is to cut through the Denmark Strait, get into the Atlantic, and wreak havoc on British trade convoys. However, the British have known they're coming, and there are ships nearby, but the only ships close enough are the battleship Prince of Wales, which is has literally just come off the line. Basically, she still has contractors on board fixing her main guns. Her guns have had teething problems. And they also have the pride of the British Navy, pride of the Royal Navy, the battlecruiser Hood, which is the flagship of the Royal Navy. up against Bismarck, who's a modern battleship, and heavy cruiser Prince Eugen. Now, as I will show here, here's the issue. If I can pull up the map. So the plan had been for Hood and Prince of Wales here on the map to cut off Bismarck and Prince of Eugen, basically, like cross the T and bring all of their guns to bear. But during the night before the battle took place, Bismarck dropped off radar. So now the situation is reversed. Hood and Prince of Wales are now have their T crossed. Now this is not a bad thing, as technically, if we're going off gun caliber, Hood and Prince of Wales had the advantage. HMS Hood has 15-inch guns, the same as Bismarck. Prince of Wales has 10 14-inch guns. Prince Eugen's only got 8-inch guns. But, there's a problem, as I will demonstrate back on the thing. First, let's move Prince of Wales. We need to get all these guns firing. So, to flank speed, turn to port, 30 degrees, move. So here's the problem, as I will point out with Bismarck, or with Hood when we get a look at her. But yeah, here's Prince of Eugen. Here's Prince of Wales, King George V class battleship. It's a beautiful ship, but she's, as I said, she's got teething problems historically. Some of the guns aren't firing, but in this game, they all fire. So let's check the plotting table. Moving at 22.5 knots. Fire control says set the guns to 21 degrees. So we will crank the guns to 21 degrees. And you could actually see the turrets angling. Crank the guns to 21 degrees. Now, this probably won't be a direct hit. Mainly because we need to get our range first. So, alright. We've got a good line of sight. Well, basically we can see all the way over there. Alright, so... Yep. And we're going to fire AP, armor piercing. So, 10 shells, 14-inch guns. You may fire when ready. Checking the range. Ooh, that was close for a scouting shot. Dang. That was close. We don't have to adjust very much. All right. HMS Hood. Pride of the British Navy. So, I'm gonna be real with you guys. HMS Hood's a piece of shit. She's got a lot of problems. They kept her, basically she was the only ship of her class to be made. And she's a battle cruiser. For those who don't know what a battle cruiser is basically, it's got the firepower of a battleship and the speed of a cruiser, but it's also got the armor of a cruiser. It trades protection for speed and firepower. And yes, HMS Hood is very outdated. She was built in the 20s, and she was supposed to go in for a major refit so they could fix a lot of her problems, but they were never able to get around to it. And the problem with Hood is that she's got the firepower. Those are 15-inch guns. Like, those are as big as Bismarck's. But the problem is that Hood's deck, as y'all can see, is very, very thin. And battle cruisers have this massive weakness to something called plunging fire. Hey, Sai, what's up? And hello, Coolified. So here's how plunging fire works. Basically, when a gun fires, if the shell gets high enough that it arcs down on a target, it plunges in, plunging fire will literally go right through Hood's deck. That's literally what destroyed her in real life. At the Battle of the Denmark Strait, I think it was Bismarck's third salvo. Her third salvo, one of her 15-inch shells plunged into Hood's deck and detonated the forward turret's ammo magazine. To put this into perspective for y'all for how bad that was, Hood had a crew of around, I think, like 1,578 men. There were only 3 survivors. The ship detonated and tore itself in half from the explosion, and only 3 men survived. Yes, and Bismarck is referred to as a he because it's named after the Iron Chancellor. So, we're going to try to change history, though. So, priority 1 is sinking Prince Eugen, so we can have a bit more of an advantage. So, we're not going to turn broadside yet. So instead we're just going to set to 2/3 speed, turn slightly, 5-degree turn. Yeah, and we want to fire on Prince Eugen. So, checking the elevation, fire control says 19.3. I highly doubt that, but sure, why not? And we're gonna fire, and we're still firing AP shells. Oh yeah, one more thing about Hood. See if I can see him on here. I can't zoom in any closer than this, but if I can find them somewhere. Oh yeah, they're on there somewhere. I can't see them. She's got torpedoes. Hood can launch torpedoes. She's got like 2 launchers, like 2 torpedoes launchers, but she can launch torpedoes, which is kind of nuts. Anyway, fire. Short. All right. Bismarck. Oh boy, that's every gun firing. Oh boy. All right, that one's long. Okay, usually how it works is that your first shot's long, your second shot's short, and your third one's bang on. So. Okay, yeah, their first one's long. All right. Let's keep Prince of Wales moving. Now, one of the things about...
So basically, battle cruisers are glass cannons, so to speak.
Correct, George. That is exactly what they are. So, here's the deal about the game. Just like in real life, as the gunners dial in their range, your shots will get more accurate. That's what that little plus symbol is for. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But yeah, because we're firing on Prince Eugen, our gunfire is getting better. Now, our last shot was bang on target, but the gun directors are saying we need to drop our range a bit because the ships have closed distance. So we're going to do that. Set to 19.8. Fire. Well, that looks good. Nope. Short, by like an inch. All right. Let's crank this thing around. 15 degrees to port, please. Full speed. All right, every gun, I want every gun we have firing at that ship. All right. Gun director says elevation at 22.3. Seems a little long, but okay. I'll set E. Fine, why not? 22.3 it is. Or 22.2 in this case. 8 15-inch guns. This is gonna mess that cruiser up if it hits. Fire! Long. Yeah, it's long. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, Bismarck's got the range. We need to move now. Bismarck's got the range. Okay, big deal. That won't hurt much. But that hit from Bismarck did hit the hood. We need to be careful. Let's drop our speed a bit. All right. 20.6. Are you sure? Okay, sure. Why not? All right. Fire. 14-inch shells. Come on. That's more like it. All right. Damage report. All right, we're good. Probably hit the belt armor, which is fine. But they've got the range now, so we definitely need to like, let's drop speed, and maybe make a harder turn. All right. All right, we've definitely got. Wait, what do we? Oh, right, because we got hit. Okay, so here's the thing: when you get hit, the fire control directors can get damaged. So we have to chart our aim again. We got hit by those shells. So let's take a guess. Fire. Ah, short. Hi, Silver. Yep, if we had been going in the right, just straight ahead, we would have just gotten nailed. Good thing I turned. bit long on those. They're 8-inch. They're 8-inch high explosive probably, so we don't have to worry too much. Put the flank speed. All right, we should definitely have the range now. So let's see if we can do something about it. Fire! Sink that heavy cruiser. Ah, one midships, but it was only one, which doesn't help much. All right, let's turn harder. Keep it at third. Keep it at a third speed. 20 degrees to port. All right, we've got to take the Prince Eugen out. We need to cut the odds. All right. Wait a minute. Check the plotting table. First salvo, third salvo. All right, so our last salvo was 17.6. Our second one was 22. Our first one was 19.3. Yeah. So I can actually see, you can't see it because I'm blocking it, but it actually shows what our salvos were. They're actually tracking it. So no, honestly, this looks more like it'd be around the 19 instead of the 20s. So fire. All 15-inch guns. Bang on target. Oh my god! I told you guys these guns would mess her up. Look at that. Punched right through the deck. Prince Eugen is sinking. Well, we've already done one better than history. Yeah, I don't know what we hit. Hang on, we hit something important. Hang on. Well, she's already sinking. It looks like one of the 15-inch shells smashed right through the smashed right through the midships. Yep, the entire mid smokestack was taken out. My guess is it probably punched down into the boilers and exploded. So she's gone. Like she is dead. All right. Now we got to switch targets. Now, the thing is, when you switch targets, you have to refine your range. But thankfully, we've got the plotting map. Let's see. Prince Eugen's right there. All right, let's keep close to what we had, because if Bismarck keeps going the way it is, it'll sail right into the shot. So, yeah, no, that's definitely wrong. The gun estimates are wrong. Let's set it to like right here. Come on. Ooh, right on target. Good shooting. Extra rum rations to the crew tonight. Well done. And she's on fire, which means we probably hit something important. All right, ahead to flank speed. All right, sight the target. How's she looking? Yep, she is on fire. Yeah, we probably hit something important. Nothing is damaged, but that fire could quickly grow out of control and cause a detonation. So let's check our table here. All right, the second shot. Let's see. Second shot was 22.3. First shot. Okay. Okay. Let's try. Yeah. Elevation's 18. No, let's keep it like right here. Fire. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right, we got one to hit the belt. That won't do much. Why are you... Okay. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That hit something important. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need a damage report. That one clipped the hood as it, that last shell clipped the hood before it went into the water. I think that... I'm getting flashbacks. Oh, dear. We need to be careful. One of those in the wrong place could detonate Hood's ammo magazine, and we'll lose her. Let's see. That last shot was long. Maybe right here. Fire. Ah, too short. Oh, we hit something, but it hit the belt. Damage report. Okay. one of our AA magazines got detonated. So we have an ammunition fire in the 40 millimeters. That's not good. We need to put that out. Because if that keeps burning, all the other ammunition could go. All right. That was a close shot. So let's slow and turn slightly. All right. Check the elevation. All right. 19. All right. Probably going to be a little, maybe like 19 or 19 degrees or maybe 18.8. Let's try that. All right. Ready? Fire! Yeah, the belt's the area with the thickest armor. Yes. Woo! Nice shots. Good hits. Uh-oh. Ooh, oh boy. That hit below the bridge. That's another fire. We put out one of them, but now there's another one. Great. All right. We're bang on target now, it looks like. So, fire. 14-inch guns. Come on, baby. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I'm just rolling 20s tonight. That was a good hit. What did we hit? Anything important? Yeah, very important. Wow, what a shot. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move out of the way so y'all can see the damage report. Hang on. Oh, okay, well, you can't really see it that well. Okay, suffice it, you're just gonna have to trust me. The aft fire control and the aft radar are both critically damaged, which means the rear turrets have lost their fire control. So the rear turrets are going to be inaccurate. And with the radar out, or with the aft radar damage, she wouldn't, well, not that it matters much, but it basically means that the rear radar won't be able to pick up as much. And her primary, secondary batteries are also heavily damaged, but everything else is still working. So, but yeah, with that shot, her rear turrets are not going to be nearly as effective. Good shot. That's a good hit. What about us? Okay, no, we had another AA magazine went up. All right, check the elevation. Fire control says we're bang on target, but no, we're going to drop it a bit. Yeah, let's drop it a little bit. That'll work. All right, 15-inch shells. These 15-inch shells are the same as Bismarck's. It'll do a ton of damage if we can get some hits. Fire! Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, short. Very short. Uh-oh. That's a full broadside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Okay. Something else just blew up. Okay. Not good. We may want to have Hood break off for a minute. That was... I'm getting nervous. Hood can't take that kind of a beating. Bismarck can take a beating. HMS Hood cannot. 14-inch guns. Good hits. Good hits. All right, damage report. Okay, yeah, no, we got to break off. Our main spotting, our main gun control spotter and our main radar are critically damaged, and our AA magazines are out. So we need to, it's time to break off. That messed us up. All right, hang on. All right, let's cut it. All right, we need to, let's lay smoke, because you can do that. Let's lay smoke, and then let's see if we can get out of here. All right, the smoke, we can't fire our guns, but it'll make us harder to hit. Ooh, okay. All right, Prince of Wales can still fight, but Hood needs to break off, if she can. These 14-inch guns may not be as strong as Hood's, but she can still put up a fight. All right, let him have it. Ooh, good shots. All right, let's keep laying smoke so we can get out of here. Yeah, her shots are going long. Yeah, now granted, if she starts shooting at Prince of Wales, we're going to have to get Hood back in the fight, because Prince of Wales, sure, Prince of Wales can slug it out, but her guns aren't as strong, so. All right, Rain says, are you sure? Yeah, no, okay. Fire directors say drop it to 15.2. All right. Fire! Now, by this point, historically, Prince of Wales's guns were jamming. Remember how I said Prince of Wales' guns had malfunctions? Yeah, by this point, like 2 or 3 of her guns were not operating anymore. This is Atlantic Fleet. This is one of the historical battles. I'll show you guys how the game actually works after this. All right, turn hard. Keep putting out smoke. Yeah, let's get the Hood out of here.
Even in death, I still serve.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, if we hadn't turned, that would have killed us. Good thing we turned off. All right. Right then. Let's see. Gonna... Excuse me. Time for a swag. A scientific wild-ass guess. All right. So our last shot was was at degrees 15 by 3. Let's see. It's moved slightly. I think we're okay. Maybe a little bit less, honestly. Let's just stick with this. Fire! Come on. Ooh, that was a good hit. Nice. Okay, no, we don't want to disengage. Prince of Wales can't do it herself. So let's turn more. Let's keep turning. And let's see if we can't use the rear guns. Now, the problem is we do not have... we've lost our, our accuracy, because not only did we take a pounding, but the good news is the radars are fixed. So the damage control did its job. We're still going to have to gauge the shot, though. Let's see. Okay. We broke off a little bit, so maybe... Let's try 18 and a half. Fire! Ah, too long. Too long. But now we know. Long. All right, she's switched targets to Prince of Wales, which is good. That means Hood can, we can get Hood back in the fight. All right, keep it moving. But like I said, first one will be long, second one will be short, and the third one will be dead on. So we need to keep moving. All right, she closed the distance a bit, so let's drop the guns. Fire! Come on. Come on. Woo! Yeah? I think that was I think we might have hit something important, boys and girls. Oh, shit. Oh, oh, no. She's in trouble. Okay. So, Bismarck is taking a pounding. First of all, her propulsion has been heavily damaged, which means her speed has probably been cut by, like... oh, no, she's not moving at all, actually. Her propulsion... Oh, well, no, she still is, but I think she's coming to a stop. Let's see. So her propulsion's been heavily damaged. Her steering still works, but her forward gun control is completely destroyed. Her forward, let's see. So, sorry. Her rear, as in the back part. So her forward fire control is completely gone. Her rear radar is also gone. And B turret, this one, Bruno is out of commission. So until they get that fixed, she's only going to be firing one turret. She's getting absolutely pounded. Good. All right. Next. All right, we're breaking away. So let's fire. Let's try that again. Fire. Ah, too long. Oh, no, we got something. One stray shell hit. Yep, only one turret's firing. All right, that one's short, so the next one will be on target. See if we can't. Let's drop speed. All right. We are bang on target, so... Fire! 14-inch guns. All 10 of them. Ooh, yeah. We're just tearing her apart now. All right, let's get the hood back in the fight. Hard to starboard. 30 degrees. All right, all the guns are right on Bismarck. Let's see, yeah, we moved a bit, so fire. Come on, come on. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. Oh, yes, something just blew up. All right, but she's got Prince of Wales dialed in now. So we need to, we got to start hitting hard now. All right, flank speed. Turn slightly to starboard. Keep the guns on her. Oh, she's listing. Oh dear. Like, she is listing heavily. Yeah, she's in bad shape. So yeah, no, at this point, with a list like that, y'all can see it. She is dipping into the water, basically. So at this point, what Captain Lindemann, that's the captain of the Bismarck at this point, Captain Lindemann or Admiral Lutyens should be ordering counterflooding into the other side of the ship to right her. But the problem is we keep slamming shells into it. Damage control is probably a joke at this point. But yeah, and I'm also not in the mood of showing mercy, so you may fire when ready. Ooh! I think we just blew up the bridge, so Admiral Lutyens and Captain Lindemann are dead. Yeah. No, no. Bismarck is, yeah. I think she's nothing more than a floating wreck now. If she can even move at this point. Well, no sense in letting her just sit there. Fire. Come on. Ooh, yeah, that would have been devastating. That would have gone right through the deck. Someone get me a damage report on the enemy ship. Well, well, she's, sorry, he's, well, fucked would be a great way of looking at it, but let's see. Propulsion, still heavily damaged. Main fire control, critically damaged. Aft fire control, destroyed. Or sorry, foremast spotter, so the middle of the ship. So, yeah, the main fire control, critically damaged. The middle fire control, destroyed. Main radar, damaged. Fore radar, destroyed. B turret, destroyed. A turret, damaged. Yeah, no, he's in bad shape. At this point, the smart thing to do, just strike the colors. Just surrender. Literally, just surrender at this point. Like, now, historically, this is not what happened. Historically, Bismarck and Prince Eugen would get out of this fight, though Bismarck was damaged during the fight. One of Prince of Wales' shells actually smashed into Bismarck and opened her fuel lines. So she was leaking oil and fuel, and that's why she headed back to France for repairs. However, in this alternate scenario, Prince Eugen is gone, and Bismarck is just getting ripped to pieces. All right, let's see. Fire! Sink the Bismarck. Good lord. So some of y'all are probably thinking, how the hell does this ship take a beating like this? Well, so Bismarck was one of the ships that had what's called turtleback design. Turtleback design, or turtleback armor, is where all the critical components are encased with the thickest amount of armor to protect them. Now, this does mean that other parts of the ship are more exposed, and that was actually one of Bismarck's big weaknesses, is that all of the fire control systems, like the wiring and all that other kind of stuff, was not protected. So actually, in this fight, in the real-life Battle of the Denmark Strait, Bismarck fired one broadside, and then her fire control went out. And it kept coming back on and going out throughout the fight. Though her main Achilles heel was the screws and the propellers. So, all right, we are still doing okay, but we're moving away. So, fire! All 15-inch guns. All right, one shell hit. That was pretty good. That was pretty close for a ship that's been beaten that badly. All right. Turn hard. Port. Let's get all the guns firing again. Yep, we got her dialed in. Fire. Oh, we went a little long that time. All right. Yep, fire. Come on, plunge in. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. And we got another fire. Oh, good thing we moved. That would have hit us. Woo. Yes, Bow and Terror, that's USS Texas. Texas is an old ship. Like, she was built during World War I. Or, like, slightly before World War I. All right, let's see. Yeah, we still got it dialed in. Fire. We're just using her for target practice. Sorry, him, because it's Bismarck. We're using him for target practice at this point. Just strike your colors and surrender. Seriously. Oh, well, that looked important. Ah, you dinged the front of my ship, assholes. Something blew up, though. Okay, well, they got A turret, Anton, which is the A turret. A turret is firing again. She's sinking! Sorry, he's sinking. Holy crap. Like, yep, sinking. Yep, there he goes. Bismarck sinking. Yep, just couldn't take anymore. Well, bye-bye. I didn't hear no bell. Well, that's fine. You don't need to hear it where you're going. And look, you can actually see where one of our shells punched into B turret and took it out. That's actually cool. Yep, there she goes. Or there he goes. Nothing to shoot at. Ah, fuck it. Why not? Why not? One more. Yeah, one more for good measure. Yep, sunk. Prince of Wales took light damage and Hood took medium damage, but both ships are sunk. So, that's one of the historical battles. Now, there's a lot of historical battles in here, actually. And it actually tells you what the historical outcomes are. In fact, like, we've got Graf Spee in here. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. But the main thing for the game is there's two modes. There's campaign mode, where you basically take on a number of challenges with your ever-increasing fleet, or there's Battle of the Atlantic, which is basically where you get to buy your own ships and move from different parts of the Atlantic and, try to stop the other side from winning. I'm actually going to show you guys the campaign mode. Now, I've beaten it as the Royal Navy. It's actually like this. Royal Navy is considered normal mode, and the Kriegsmarine is considered hard mode. This is because the Kriegsmarine starting ships are submarines, and the Royal Navy starts with destroyers. So, has anyone tried? Yes, they have dived down to find the Bismarck. They have, and they did find it. So we're gonna start a new campaign with the Royal Navy. Yes. So there are 19 battles, each one of them getting more and more difficult. So we'll start with this one. And so the first thing we come across is a freighter. It can't really fight back. So here's the other reason I love this game. The ships. If you're playing as the Allied forces, like Britain, you get access to the Allied navies. So let's go through all the ships, shall we? Let's start at the beginning. No, that's a heavy cruiser. Where's the destroyers? Okay, let's start at the back. Okay, let's start at the back. So, of course, there's submarines. I don't use them because I think submarines are a pain in the ass. There's corvettes, which are literally just dinky little patrol ships, obviously. These are all actual classes, though, like Flower class corvette, QR class destroyer, like the Queensboro class destroyer, the Onslow OP class destroyer, Laffery class, the Jervis. Now, all of these cost renown to buy, basically. So you need to find a way to kind of balance your, balance what you start with and what you have access to. So, because when you sink enemy ships, their tonnage becomes money, basically. So if we're just going up against a freighter, well, let's see. In that case, we could buy an OR class destroyer or one of these, or we could just have a few corvettes to start. They're cheaper, and I believe, no, they don't come with torpedoes. I thought they would. If they came with torpedoes, it'd be a little bit easier. In that case, we'll just roll out one of the cheaper destroyers and go from there. So let's go with a Queensboro to start. And we will name this one the Racehorse. These are all actual names from the ships. So we'll buy the Racehorse, which is a destroyer, and then we'll just start with that. So this is a pretty simple mission. Just sink the freighter. So where is it? Oh, it's behind us.
I know this happens years later, but temper.
Yeah. Wait, where is it? I thought it was behind us. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. That is not behind us. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, it's right over there. Okay, we need to catch that thing. Now, thankfully, we're in a destroyer, so that won't be too hard. Chase it down. Now, my plan is to basically get close to it and put torpedoes into it, because that's the smartest option here. But we're still going to take some pot shots at it. Now, these 4.7-inch AP guns are not going to do much with AP shot. I mean, it is a freighter after all. So we're going to fire some HE spam. HE spam for the Russian bias gods. Fire. Huh, that was actually pretty close. Now, naturally, a freighter's not going to have a lot to defend itself with, and even if it does, it's probably going to be a light gun. So yeah, this is more of just you getting used to the campaign, basically. Fire. Ooh, we got it. Yeah, it's got no guns. It's just a transport ship. So, fine, big deal. Swing it hard, 20 degrees. Get all the guns firing. HE shells. Elevation 18.2 degrees. Ready. Fire. Ooh. Ah, close. Oh well. All right. Let's swing it. Yeah, keep going. All right, we've got her dialed in. Fire. All right, good hits. And we started a fire. So, yeah, we could just shoot this ship to pieces at this point. Good experience for the crew, too. So, British gunnery was kind of weird in World War II and even in World War I. The British Navy's mindset behind gunnery was accuracy be damned if you can just shoot a lot. So, British crews could fire way faster than their contemporaries. Of course, firing fast is great, but if you don't hit anything, then it doesn't really matter. But again, the mindset was if you fire a lot and fire quickly, eventually you'll hit your target. So, yes, that was literally their mindset. Ooh! Yeah, that looked... Ooh, boy. Oh, I hope nothing valuable was on board. Who am I kidding? Fire. If they don't strike their colors, keep shooting. Boom! Well, there it goes. There it goes. I didn't even have to shoot it. There you go. And it's gone. And it's gone. All right. So that ship had 7,800 tons on board. So that's how much money we get. All right. Next. We don't have to do that again. Next up, mission 2. Over near, I don't know what part of Canada that is. All right. It's another freighter. Okay. In that case, we'll just save up our money to get something else. We only need one ship. It's cold. I hate it. All right, where is it? I can't see a damn thing. Wow, I'm blind. It's right there. If I just spun the camera a little bit more, I would have seen it. Oh, wait. There it is. All right. All right, 14. All right, start dialing in some shots here. This is mostly guesswork right now, but that's fine. It can't really fight back. Nice shot, boys. All right, we can't let it get away, though. The ships will try to break away and escape, and if they disengage, we lose them. We definitely don't want to lose them. That's money getting away. Fire. That's another good hit. And a fire. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. I don't know if y'all noticed, the moment it picked up speed, the fires increased. When a ship gets... because the ships are going so quickly, it's harder to put the fire out because the wind keeps fanning the flames. So... I mean, if your ship's on fire and I'm going to keep shooting at you, the smart thing to do is just strike your colors and give up. But I understand. Angry Mustache Man won't let you do that. Oh, well. Ooh. Whoop! Yep, that was important. Again, slow down, idiot. Let your guys put the fires out. Else you're going to blow up. Or maybe that's his main goal. Who knows? His main goal to blow up. All right, let's see. My main goal is to blow up. Well, I can help that. I can help with that. Good hits. Yep, there we go. I called it. Perfect. Perfect. Somebody clip that, please. That was perfectly timed. My main goal is to blow up. Well, I can help with that. Just, but God. There was a primary explosion, then a bigger secondary explosion. Somebody clip that, please. All right. More money. Easy money. All right, next. Oh, HK Penguin. So I believe HKs are armored transport ships. So finally, they're bringing out things that actually have guns. So I think it's time we brought out something with guns too. So let's try something bigger. We have 17,500 renowns. Let's find something big. Or big-ish. All right, a Gallant class, the Echo class, sorry, CD, B class, A class. Valentine. Sorry. Well, we can't do that. Those are expensive. Light cruisers are expensive. Yeah, the Fiji, the Dido, the Newcastle, the Leander. If you play World of Warships, you know about the Leander class. Ugh. York class, the Berwick class, the Bogue, which is an American escort carrier, the Attacker, which is a ruler class escort carrier, Illustrious, which is one of Britain's fleet carriers, Courageous, another one, Hood, a battle cruiser, obviously, Renown, which is another, which is the Renown and Repulse, which are the two Renown class battle cruisers, the Lion class battleship, which was never built. The Lion was basically Britain's main, like Britain's super, well, not a super battleship, but their primary big battleship. Think of it like comparable to the USS Iowa. 9 16-inch guns, 5.5, 5-inch shells. She's even got, yeah, she's got heavy belt armor, but she was never built. North Carolina. Beautiful. North Carolina class. The class that would come before, that would actually come before the Iowa class. Beautiful battleship. King George V, which is what Prince of Wales is. Nelson. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I love this ship. I'm sorry, I love this ship. It's a weird design. All of its guns are on the front, but that's 16 inches of firepower. Like, those are big-ass guns, and they're all on the front of the ship where the heaviest armor is. So, yeah. They're really good for, like, charging people. I love the Nelson-class ships. The Revenge class battleships. Let's see, we got, and then the Queen Elizabeth. But we want to save some of our money, so let's launch a, let's see, I don't want to launch a Corvette. Let's launch a, you know what? Let's launch an O, or let's launch a P-class destroyer. Let's launch the Pathfinder. There we go. So now we have 2 destroyers against this armed transport ship. Now, if someone's about to say, Saruk, that doesn't seem fair, it is war. Like I give a shit. All right. There she is. Yep, that is an armored transport ship. I think. Yeah, it's got guns on it. Like, some tiny guns, but yeah, it's an armored transport ship. All right, big deal. All right, I'm going to put some holes in that thing. All right, now it is an armored ship, so we could start shooting AP now. Armor piercing. Armor piercer! Fire. Ooh, that one went right through the hull. Probably ricocheted though. But yeah, she's coming right at us. Why are you coming head on with us? Whatever. Put some holes in her. Good shot. Bang on target. Oh shit, she got torpedoes. I did not know that. Okay, we need to brake. Brake hard to port. Hard. Full flank speed. Hard to port. 30 degrees. Now. I did not know she had torpedoes. That is terrifying. Torpedoes are no joke in this game, and unlike in World of Warships where they have an arming time, these don't. Ooh! Whoops! I think we just started a coal explosion. I think the sparks from that shell must have ignited down in the engine. Oops! Well, not my problem. Not my ship that's blowing up. Fire! Yep, torpedoes in the water. But I turned hard, so they won't hit us. How many... Good God, how many guns does that thing have? That's a lot of guns for an armored transport. 15 degrees to starboard. Get all the guns firing. You want a gunfight? Fine, you can have a damn gunfight. Let's have a gunfight. My guns against yours. Eat this. I guess I win. My guns win. You have my, you did not have my permission to die. Fire again. Whew. Ooh, ow. That actually hurt. Okay, that hurt. Oh boy, damage report, please. Sonar's out and the AA's Sonar's damaged and so's our AA guns. Big deal. The main guns still work, so keep shooting. Fire. Ah, too far. Damn it. I want him dead. Fire. More torpedoes? Really?
Corn will always have blood.
Yours or theirs. More torpedoes in the water. Gotta turn hard. We're about to have an ad start, so hang on. All right. Yeah, we're about to have an ad play, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Get the game back up here. I really hope someone clipped that scene from earlier. I really hope so. Because there's going to be a lot, I think there might be a lot of funny moments tonight. Just from stuff blowing up. So I really hope someone clipped that. If you didn't, it's cool. I'll get it myself. But I really hope someone did. Anyway. I've got you in my sights. Fire. That'll do it, hopefully. Yeah, I think it's sinking. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I think she's sinking. I think. How are you still alive? Aim for E5. I can do that, actually. Hang on. Hard to port. 30 degrees. Spin her around. Every gun we got. Fire. Good Lord, look at that thing listing. Look at that. The pumps are overwhelmed. It is literally sinking. If we keep pounding on it, it can't pump the water out. Pumps are overwhelmed, sir. We're sinking. Oh, yeah. Penguin sinking. Okay. Look, I was joking, but okay. Pumps are overwhelmed, sir. We're sinking. And there it goes. Well, I was joking, but I'll take it. Nice. That's another clip right there. I'm still going to put some more shots into it just for the hell of it. Nah, I missed. Oh, well. Bye-bye. All right, that's more money. Pathfinder was heavily damaged, though. That's all right. She'll live. All right, next. Mission 4. TB... Wait, is that a torpedo? Torpedo boat? Yeah, TBT-22. That's a torpedo boat. Or probably an E-boat, maybe. Who knows? All right, let's see. We've got 21,000 to work with, so... Find something with guns. Lots of guns, if we can. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the Tribal Class Destroyer. So, this is a... Now, here's the interesting thing about this ship. It's the same size, if not a little bit... It's a little bit heavier than most other ships. Well, kinda. So, the Jervis, for example, has 6 4.7-inch guns. The Tribal class has 8. And, yeah, I want it. More guns, the better right now. So, yeah. And I will name you the Zulu. The Zulu Tribal Class Destroyer. So, 3 of us against whatever that is. Yeah, that's an E-boat. Yep, that is an E-boat. So an E-boat is basically, it's literally just a torpedo boat. Its main job is just to run in, dump torpedoes, and get out. So, simple enough. Yeah, it's right in front of us, so move. It didn't fire off any torpedoes, which is its problem. But with the rain, it's going to be a little bit harder to hit it. So we'll have to make do with what we got. All right. Load HE. Fire. Nope. Long. All right. Racehorse. Turn hard to starboard. Get all the guns firing. That's a fast little ship, so we need to start hitting it. Load HE. Elevation 13.3 degrees.
This is an order.
13.3 degrees at 209. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. No, that's... I can't read the thing. Never mind. Give me a cookie. Have all the cookies you want, Meeps. We bracketed it, but no hits. All right, Zulu. Hard to port. Spin it around. Bring all those... Get all 8 guns firing. Let's try a little accuracy by volume of fire, huh? We are like at max range for these guns. But hey, better than nothing. Fire! Oh, we got... Whoa!
This is an order.
Whoa! Well, something just blew up. Don't know what it was, but that helps. And now we've got their number. Fire. Ah, too short. Yes, they are meat, Master Chief. Well, again, it's the Forest of Memories. You can have any type of cookie here. As long as they're not crumble cookies. Crumbles, I used to like crumble, and then I found out what kind of horrible business practices they have. What? Why did I explode? Well, we just did it again. Something else just blew up. Shortbread cookies are fine. I like shortbread. Fire. Come on, hit. Ah, long. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, you're done. You sailed into the wrong part of the world. Fire. I'm not even gonna ask for a damage report at this point. Like, it's getting pounded. Guns, 12.1 degrees. Fire. Ah, we got one hit. Oh well. Steady as she goes. All right, all guns forward. Fire. That's 8 shells. Ooh! Yeah, we hit something important. Oh, star shell. Okay, so star shells actually light up the battlefield and make it easier for you to be seen. So now he can see me, basically. Fat lot of good that's gonna do you, because I can see you too. My gunners may be blind, but I know where you are. Fire. Yep, there we go. I told you, my guys may be blind, but we might as well have the force at this point. I knew exactly where you were. You puny ass tiny boat. Oh, wow, that's one hell of a jump. Okay, so that was a E-boat. Now we're fighting 2 destroyers and a large freighter. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. I'm gonna buy another tribal class because we need the guns. So I'm gonna name you Maori. All right. So let's see. I want, let's bring, starting ships are the Maori, the Zulu, and the Racehorse, and the Pathfinder's backup. All right. I really hope someone is clipping these things. So there's a lot of clips we've been having, especially what just happened. I really hope someone clips that. And I would do it myself, but for some reason, well, skulls for the skull throne. Here's the thing. I can't clip my own stuff anymore because it turns out my Stream Deck doesn't like that I haven't upgraded to Windows 11. And because I haven't, it's like, well, you haven't upgraded to Windows 11, so you can't use the recording feature anymore. So, which is dumb. So I hope y'all have been clipping some stuff. No, they're trying to force me to upgrade, not downgrade. And yeah, I don't know why. It's probably because Stream Deck just uses Windows 11 now. I don't know. Okay, so there's the destroyers, and then there's the freighter trying to get away. If the freighter escapes, we lose most of the money. So I'm going to sick one of our tribal classes on the freighter while the other 2 fight the destroyers. I know it's a downgrade. I know. Elevation. Oh, God, it's way out of range. All right, I don't know if we can hit that. We can try. Let's see. Nope. long. Let's turn and engage the enemy destroyers at least. All right, the what? ZL Lebericht Maas. Lieberwicht? I need Andrea here. Andrea understands German. I don't. All right. Yeah, I know, Master Chief. Regardless, I'm really hoping someone's grabbing these clips because I can't. That's the problem. That's why I'm saying when I tell you guys clip it, I'm asking y'all to do it. And if you don't know how to clip, that's fine, but I really wish y'all would learn because I can't do it anymore. So that means funny stuff that should be remembered goes amiss because you guys can't help me. So please help me. Come on, come on. Ooh, nice. Good hits. Let's see where. Okay, they're right there. I know it's not reliable on mobile. I know. Let's see. Fire. Ah, so close. All right, they're getting those shots are getting kind of close. Not those. That's a long shot. But they'll get closer. We definitely can't let that freighter get away, though. So. That's why I'm trying to hit it. Because if we hit it, it'll damage it and it can't get away. Come on, hit. Well, that'll work. Started a fire, too. Don't know how, but we did. All right, fire. Ooh, another hit. Chip damage is still chip damage. But hey, damage is damage. All right. Yeah, that works. Fire. Ooh, yeah, good hits. Good hits. Ooh, okay. We're all right. Hit the front of the ship. We're good. Short. All right, last one will be on target. Yeah, chase that thing down. Do not let it get away. I want that money. Where's our money? I don't speak German neither. Fire. Come on. There we go. That's some good hits. All right, let's see. Elevation. Fire. Ah, short. Dang it. We got to take out at least one of these ships, because the longer, like, they could get lucky and make things more difficult for us. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh! Nice! 6 hits. Very nice. Oh, she's launching torpedoes. And this one's turning to give a broadside. Ow. All right. And the freighter's still trying to get away. I have you now. Can't let it get away. Fire. Let's keep dropping shells on it till it blows up. More hits. It's just a freighter. It probably can't take much more. turn 15 degrees to starboard. See if we can't cut off those torpedoes. Ooh, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Woo! Something just, two things just blew up. Oh, yeah, no, you are dead. Propulsion and steering are critically damaged. Anti-submarine capabilities, critically damaged. And the AA guns are out of commission. That ship is, yeah, that ship's in trouble. Fire. Ah, dang it. Torpedoes in the water. That's a lot of torpedoes. Good grief. Whoop. Yeah. Everything's coming in. What is it? Radio's back up. Everything's on fire. Ooh, yeah, we need to turn. That was close. Bit too close. Need to stay on that freighter. Don't let it get away. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hit, please. There we go. Good. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! What a hit! Y'all saw that, right? Wow! Hey, Dip, how you doing? What a hit! That took out the entire center of the ship. And the pumps are critically damaged. She keeps getting hit like that. She's gonna sink. Woo! All right, that's our target. We got hit though, so we lost our kind of lost our ability to like to gauge our shots. Come on. Yep, long. Thankfully, this ship didn't. So let's keep shooting. Fire. Ah, short. Dang it. Oh yeah, that destroyer's not long. That destroyer's not long for the world. Yeah, that destroyer is very much not long for this world. We got to put some more rounds into that, but we definitely got to put some more rounds into the freighter. It's crippled, but it's not sinking. So, I'm going to fix... Wait, is it? Is it sinking, or is it still afloat? I genuinely can't tell at this point. No, the freighter is sinking. That that big explosion should have been my clue, but no, it's out of commission. So we can switch fire to something else. Surprise, surprise, historically speaking, freighters were usually packed with ammunition and other stuff, which is probably why one of those shells punched in and detonated everything. Ah, short. All right, turn slightly. Let's not get hit by a torpedo. That ship's not long for the world, like I said, so... Ooh, got another hit. All right, well, with the freighter gone and this guy the only thing left... Dang it, short again. Come on, guys, we got to get these. No, Regami, this is Atlantic Fleet. There are battleships in it, though. Ow. That hurt. Well, maybe. It looked like it hit something. I don't like it when my ships get hit. All right, let's hit this one. Let's hit this one. It hasn't been touched. Fire. Come on, come on. Ooh, my boys are just rolling 20s tonight. Nice job, boys. Extra rum rations for everyone after a hit like that. Same thing on this ship. Nice shooting. Is it sinking? No, it's not. All right. Okay, so let's talk history, because this is a just chatting stream, so it's supposed to be more history than gameplay. I should mention, so the Battle of the Atlantic is not one big battle. It's called the Battle of the Atlantic in history because it was basically both the German Kriegsmarine and the Royal Navy, and then later the US Navy, grappling for control of the Atlantic sea lanes for the convoy system going back and forth between, you know, the US and Britain. The Germans' biggest advantage was actually the U-boat fleet, because their submarines, for a time, were actually really good. But over time, as you know, German production went into other things and wasn't making enough submarines, and also wasn't making better submarines until like near the end of the war. This meant that they quickly were no longer in a position of power, as the wolf packs they had were hunted down with better sonar and better anti-submarine tech. And with the convoy system, this basically meant that the US Navy could just send destroyers or other ships that they had tons of on convoy duty. Hell, the British Navy was using things like the Revenge class battleships, or even the Nelson. Like, big battleships were sometimes put on convoy escort. So, yeah. Which I'd be a fool not to mention the Merchant Marine fleet. For those who don't know, the Merchant Marines were the men and women who basically sailed with the transport ships. And yeah, their job was to basically get the supplies from point A to point B. And it was a very dangerous job. All right, looks like the back of one of my ships is kind of low in the water. We may need to fix that. Uh-oh. I really hope that torpedo doesn't go the full distance. Uh-oh. I might get hit by a torpedo. Oh, no. Yeah, torpedoes are already scary, but a torpedo hitting a destroyer is basically like the death knell. Kinda. Like, HMS Hood has a wooden deck. This ship has a wooden deck, too. Some ships did have wooden decks. Hell, American aircraft carriers had wooden decks. British aircraft carriers had metal-plated decks. So it was actually a lot harder to sink British carriers because they had armored flight decks, whereas American ones were not armored. Like, no. By the time of World War II, there were no more wooden-hulled ships. I don't know where you got that idea. Wooden-hulled ships were basically out of time ever since they came up with, like, metal plating. Like, when the first ironclads were made, full wood ships were no longer a thing at that point. Come on, we gotta sink that thing. Fire. No. Okay. No, that's not what happened to Hood. That is not what happened to Hood. I mentioned it earlier when we did the Battle of the Bismarck Strait, but let's set the record here. HMS Hood was not a wooden ship. Her deck was wooden. Lots of ships had wooden decks at the time. It's not a fully wooden ship. But the reason Hood got sunk was because Hood was an old ship. Hood was World War I tech fighting in World War II. But the reason she was still around by the time of World War II is because she was the British flagship. She was always meant to go in for a full refit. They were going to armor her deck. They were going to upgrade all of her systems. But it was always too expensive, and the British people always felt that it wasn't necessary to do it. And then what ended up happening was that one of Bismarck's 15-inch shells plunged in at the perfect angle, punched through the top of the deck, which was, again, unarmored, like a lot of early ships were, went right through the top, smashed down into one of the smashed into one of the forward turrets and detonated the magazine, which ripped the hood in half. And of a crew of 1,578 men, only 3 of them survived. Battlecruisers have a very bad habit of blowing up. Just look up the Battle of Jutland. Yeah, a lot of British battlecruisers blew up a lot. In fact, I remember a quote from a British admiral during the Battle of Jutland, where one by one, a number of British ships start exploding after getting hit, and his response is, and I quote, "There seems to be something wrong with our ships today." Yeah, Pearl Harbor's in Hawaii. Pearl Harbor's in the US, Coolified. Do not like that my ship is so critically damaged. I need you to die. Please sink. Yeah, I have you now. My main goal is to blow up. Well, I can help with that. Yep, there it goes, sinking. If we're going to gender ships, we should give them boobs. That's what Azure Lane is for. Have you not seen Azure Lane? Azure Lane has ship girls with tits. There's Azure Lane, and then there's also Kantai Collection. Azure Lane's better. Azure Lane's better because it includes ships from all over the world, whereas Kantai Collection just features mostly Japanese ships. But no. No. Azure Lane's better. All right, we've got the range, so... All right, fire! Good hit. Yeah, she ain't looking too hot. Also, it did launch torpedoes though, so hard to starboard, flank speed. Wait, we have torpedoes. Oh, we can't, we don't have the angle. Yeah, we don't have the angle. All right. Elevation 9.7. Elevation 9. We'll just set it to 10. Fire. Yeah, baby. Good hit. How are you still alive? I can ask that about my ships, too. Oh, no. The bigger... No. You do what Azure Lane does. The bigger the ship's guns, the bigger its chest is. Which is why almost all the aircraft carriers are flat. Because they're literally called flat tops. Whew. Please just give up. Like, you are literally, like, I mean, I'm going into the water, too. But still, like, you're halfway into the water. Just give up. Prince Eugen is flat because she was being compared to Bismarck. Dang it. All right. Chase that ship down. Well, don't chase it. Oh, crap. That's a torpedo coming right for us. Hard to starboard. There we go. Ah, I hit it again. Why won't you die? Why won't you die? Wait a minute. I have a solution. Switch to HE shells. Blow it the hell up. Fire. Whoop. Wrong button. Fire. I'm short. Come on. Yeah, all that creaking y'all hear, by the way, that's the sounds of ships sinking. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's one of mine. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay. Let's try to finish this off. Finish this up before I lose a ship. I definitely don't want to lose one. Fire. Come on, come on. Yes! More good hits. All right, damage report. The pumps are critically damaged. If we keep getting hit like this, we're gonna go down. Stop. Stop the ship. Help. Let the crews work on pumping out the water if we can. Just hold a port. Stop the ship. Now, I know someone's gonna be thinking, wait, why would you stop in the middle of the battle? Because I don't want. If we keep going full speed, more water gets in. Got it. Finally. Bye-bye. Yeah, Racehorse was heavily damaged. Everything else is okay. Whew. Close one. All right, next. What's up next? Submarines. All right. Time for some anti-submarine warfare. I want Maori, Pathfinder, and Zulu. And Racehorse coming in as reinforcements because Racehorse got messed up. Sonar bearing 306.6. All right. There. Wait. Yeah, we got one behind us too, but that's the one. Sonar contact. All right. So here's how you fight subs. First of all, we got to turn toward it. Now, we do have depth charges, obviously. But there's another option. Hedgehogs. But we got to get closer first. So for those who don't know what a hedgehog is, think of it as a big bundle of dynamite. If depth charges are dropped behind the ship, hedgehogs are launched out in front of the ship. So the depth charges are if it goes below and behind us, and the hedgehogs are if it gets in front of us. Contact 2.2 degrees periscope depth. Yep, got it. Directly ahead. Full speed ahead. Flank speed. There you are. I see you. We can't engage it yet, though. And we've got one behind us, too. Turn about. Hard to port. 30 degrees. Go get that son of a bitch. All right, it is at periscope depth, so if we fire off a few shots, maybe we can do something. Fire. Whoa, we got it! We got it! Holy shit, that was cool. We got it. And it got us. Shit. Yeah, this is why torpedoes are scary. And I just lost one of my ships. And it's running away. Lovely. So that's the problem with submarines and campaign modes, that they'll sink one of your ships and then they'll bug out. So example, the one that we were chasing over here sunk one of my destroyers, and the one we hit with an AP shell left. Ugh, great. Submarines aren't even that heavy, so we're not going to make back what we lost. It's too far away to launch hedgehogs at it. That was one torpedo, by the way. One torpedo sank our destroyer. Wait, the fuck you mean? You can't just... Wait, what? Bullshit! You don't... That's not how... Okay. That is not how submarines work. You don't just fire in one direction, then turn 90 degrees and shoot again. You guys see why I don't like submarines in this game? That is not how that works. Whatever. Close in. Take it out with a hedgehog. I've got you now, you son of a bitch. All right. Got it. Got you. So a hedgehog is basically a bundle of TNT, basically. It's fired out in front of it. And like a depth charge, it's meant to damage the hull, but we got it. Look, see, submarines are so light in tonnage that even if we got both of them, it wouldn't have made up for losing the Maori. Man, I think I got another one. Hate submarines. All right. So now we have an armored transport and another submarine. Joy. Fucking hate submarines. Okay, whatever. That armored transport is heavy though. That'll be worth something. All right. We've only got destroyers right now, so it's fine. We can handle that. Excuse me. You seem to be like right in front of me. Thanks. You're going to make my job a lot easier. Thank you. Shall I ready the gun, sir? Fuck that. Fire the torpedoes. Torpedoes away. Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. Fire 4. Full spread. Fire. Bye-bye, asshole. Well, I think the entire front of that ship just got blown off. So, let's take a look. Oh yeah, look look at the hole. Look at the hole. There's a hole in the ship. Yeah, yeah, no, after 4 torpedo hits, yeah, no, that thing's going down. Just give it some time. It's actually really funny. All right. Sonar contact. Back there. I'm not worried about that. All right, put some HE shells into that thing. But sir, it's sinking. Did I fucking stutter, midshipman? Fire. Sonar contact. 104.2 degrees periscope depth. All right, well, if it's a periscope depth, then we can do what we did earlier. We might be able to get a lucky shot with an AP shell. Again, we got to get lucky, but hey, why not? Fire. Oh, nice. We hit it. We actually hit it. And it's gone. And it's gone. Of course. And it's gone. Because why would it stick around? Well, I know for a fact that that German submarine crew, when they get back, their ass is grass because abandoning a ship that they're supposed to protect is a big no-no. Their asses are grass when they get back home. All right, let's just put some shells into this. Bye-bye. That was easy. Bye-bye. After getting hit by 3 torpedoes and a few HE shells. Yeah, it wasn't long for the world, was it? Bye-bye. Nice. 8,700 tonnage. So that's good. And we did one shell did light damage to that submarine. Good. All right, next. Ooh, Königsberg, a light cruiser. Interesting. All right, what do we got? We have almost 34,000 renown, which is basically money. Let's see what we can get. Fiji class. The Dido class. The Newcastle class. Leander. The York class heavy cruiser. It's got 8-inch guns. The Berwick County class heavy cruiser. 8-inch guns. That's not bad, actually. We could get an an escort carrier too, but they tend to attract bad attention. Like everyone tries to shoot at them. So, what do you guys think? You want to roll out? Should we get a light cruiser? Like get maybe a light cruiser or two? Or do you want one big heavy cruiser? Because I'm looking at the Berwick heavy cruiser. That's 8-inch guns, by the way. Like, it'd be nice to have a heavy cruiser to slug it out with a light cruiser. Because a heavy cruiser will devastate a light one. Let's see. Something light? You could play like the submarines. I mean, yeah, I could, but you can only deploy 3 ships at a time. That's the problem. Everything else is reinforcement. So, York-class heavy cruiser. See, let's go. You know what? We're gonna go with the. Let me think. Dido-class light cruiser. You know what? Let's go with the Dido class. Mainly because, yeah, it's a light cruiser, but the thing about it is that having it will, you know what? Nah, I was thinking about it, and I'd rather have, I trust the big guns. I'm gonna name you, shit. I don't know what, I'm gonna call you, I don't know, crap. I'm trying to think, which is the province that, which is that English province where all the northern folk are that sound like orcs? That I don't know a lot about about England's counties. So which one's the one that sound like orcs? A Cockney accent. Hang on. Ow. East end of London. Glasgow, Newcastle, and Liverpool. So, all right, is that in here? Nope. I guess we're going with London, because it'll make us sound like an orc. All right. The London, good old London it is. It's a good ship. Ooh, thanks for firing that star shell. We can do that too, by the way. So that's what we're going to do, is fire a star shell. Range guesstimation is... yeah, that'll work. Star shell. Ooh, I see you! Gotcha. We can definitely see you now. Let's see. The AP shells won't work very well against a light cruiser, so let's switch to HE. Ooh, good hits! Thank goodness for the star shell. Do that again. Elevation, check. Fire. HE. Ooh, hoo, hoo! That looked important. Now she's shooting back at our heavy cruiser, though. Oi! You scratching the pipe, dickhead! Let's see. All right. I know it's... Well, I mean, that feels like it's way too short, but sure, why not? Nope. Bang on target, baby! Nice. Those 8-inch AP rounds will punch through a light cruiser's armor. Fun fact about London. The London we have today was built over an 11th century village ruin. Yeah, I heard about that. Fire. Good hit. One hit's good. Ooh, good hits. And even though it's pulling away from the star shell, it's on fire, so it's easier to hit. You setting fires to my ship? I was gonna kill you! Just an orc captain on board a British ship. Fire. Ooh, that'll do it. Nice shot. If I had just elevated a little bit more, we would have done even more damage, but she's in bad shape after that. We need to fire another star shell, though. Star shells out. Oh yeah, she's in bad shape. Oh, her A... So all of her AA guns are out of commission. The ammo just all detonated. Everything else is in good shape, but her... But yeah, those explosions would have done something. Like that! Something else just blew up. Alright, thankfully we got another star shell. Well, it's moving, though. That makes it a little bit harder. If we can't. Yeah, keep the guns on her. Fire. Ah! Alright, yeah, I'm gonna need more star shells. We really just gotta light her up, basically. Alright. Elevation's correct, but we're gonna swing the guns to the right so we can see where she's going. There we go. Yeah, now we can definitely see her. Drop this. 16. Yeah, that'll work. Fire! I got to hit below the water line. Where are you aiming? Oh boy. Okay, that's just my AA guns. Okay, I was worried for a second. Where are you aiming? Hang on. What was my last shot? No, it didn't move that far. Hang on. Try this one. Fire. Maybe it did. Okay, dang. Keep that ship lit up, though. I don't want it getting away. Fire. Yeah, why was the village in ruins, Master Chief? Fire. Ah, the plague. Yeah, that'll do it. Torpedoes? But why? Okay, whatever. That load of good those metal fishies are gonna do you when I send you to the bottom of the ocean! God, who's aiming, you gits? Fix it! Why isn't we hitting nothing? Fire. Alright, there we go. Yeah, to the bottom of the Zoggin Ocean! Nobody steals me fishies! Oh, shit. That hit right one of my destroyers. Oh, boy. Please get a hit. Just better hit something. That's better. Not good, but it's better. All right, we've got the elevation. Let's see if we can't hit some other part of the ship. That'll work. Another fire. Throw down some smoke. Torpedoes in the water. Oh, crap. We need to turn away. I want that kid. Dead. Boss? The smoke's kinda in the way. Yeah, the smoke's in the way. What was our last shot? 10/8. Okay, got it. There we go. Fire! Woo! There we go! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I've been waiting for. Woo! That's more like it. Anyway, put a star shell up so we can actually see him again. Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. All right. Star shell. There we go. I can see you. Yeah, I imagine, Master Chief. Tight density during the plague would wipe out everything. All right. Let's turn hard. Shit. That torpedo's gonna hit us. Crap. Well, we better put this thing down quick. Man, why won't you sink? Ah! That torpedo's right in front of us. Ow. Stay on him, you kids! Kill him! Fire! This is a tough-ass ship. For being a light cruiser. Propulsion's out, aft fire control is out, aft radar's out. But she's still kicking. We can't. There we go. HE, fire! Ah. Okay, just go straight ahead. Got it, we dodged it. Good. Why won't you die? Okay, thanks for doing that. Stupid git, now I can see you better. Fire. Damn, how do you stop this thing? I mean, she's sinking, but a lot, actually. She's already tilting. But she ain't sinking fast enough. Ah, short. All right, every gun we got. Come on, let's put some rounds into it. Fire. Ah, short again. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Ow. Oh, God. That was a devastating salvo. Oh, boy. That hurt. Fire again! Fire. Good hits. All right, we have an ad about to start, so I will be right back. See you guys in a minute. And we're back. So, hey, Gun Sage, what's up? So, sorry you guys didn't get to see it, but the Königsberg sank the moment I took an ad break. So, we did it. It went down, but its ghost is back to haunt me now Because now we got to fight a Königsberg and an a TB and a T-22 torpedo boat. Good news is it's daytime, so that's going to help. Where are they? Oh, over there. Okay. Spin to get around and start shooting! All right. Concentrate fire on the Königsberg so we can actually start doing some damage. Eight-inch guns. Wow, that was long. Who gave me those coordinates? The destroyers can shoot the torpedo boat. Switch to HE. Fire. That was actually close. Not bad. Not bad, kid. Not bad. All right. Same thing as before. Shoot the small ship shoot the torpedo boat, and the big ship goes after the cruiser. Yeah, careful, you idiot! I said across her nose, not up it. Woo! Oh, never mind. You know what? Keep shooting cross-eyed. That worked out just fine. Sorry, sir. Trying my best. Who made that medic gunner? I did, sir. He's my cousin. Who's he? He's an asshole, sir. I know that. What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole. And his cousin's name? He's an asshole too, sir. Gunner's mate first class, Philip A. Asshole. How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes! Well, the torpedo boat's already burning, which is great. Long. First one was short, second one's long, third one's usually on target. Fire. Good hit! That's plunging fire, so those shells are going straight down. I don't know who's on board that tribal class, but make sure they get rewarded for shots like that. Bring the guns around, you git, and shoot them! Fire. Ooh, good hits. Good hits with the 8-inch guns. Short, again. Caboose! Toss that grenade! That was the worst grenade throw ever of all time. Not my fault. Someone put a wall in my way. Ow. Protect me, Cone! So you're telling me that a guy who kicked our ass wasn't a guy. It was a chick. And her name's Tex? And she's your ex? In a nutshell, yes. I should have known. She didn't like me. Girls never liked me. Caboose, I don't think anyone likes you. I like me. He sounds so sad when he says that. I like me. Ooh, I would have thrown some splinters on deck. Ooh, good hit. Good hit. Light that bastard up. Fire. Man, that torpedo boat's taking a beating. Whoa! 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 What did you hit? That was smack dab right in the best spot for it. What did you hit? I need a damage report. Yeah, I'm gonna need a damage report now. Ah, okay, that detonate. I think that hit one of the AA. Oh no, that hit one of the torpedoes. Oh no, dump them now. Like, dump them right now. Yeah, that hit one of the torpedo launchers. Dump them now. That is, ooh, that's bad. That's bad. That is very, very bad. Dump those torpedoes right now. Just get them out of the launchers. That is bad. All right. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Yeah, basically. That was like a perfect shot from that torpedo boat crew. If I wasn't trying to kill him, I'd actually be impressed. Good hit on my part. And the Königsberg is just missing all of its... This Königsberg's missing all of its shots. Nope, wide. Or goes far. Hopefully we can put that fire out and dump the torpedoes. Fire. Nah, short. Come on, we gotta hit those. All right, gentlemen, if we don't put that fire out on the next go, we're just gonna have to dump the torpedoes because this is getting dangerous. Woohoo! Turnabout's fair play. I hope that hit something important. My name is Michael J. Caboose, and I hate Texas. It's Texas, you idiot! That too. Caboose, I need you to get a little angry, okay, buddy? Okay, I don't know how to do that. I do. How is that thing still floating? Oh, that was close to the bridge. Okay. Gentlemen, I advise we dump the torpedoes and get out of here. Well, not run from the battle. I mean, just get away from them before they blow up. Ooh, good hit. Fire. All right, turn slightly to starboard so we can get all of the guns firing. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his ship burned to the ground. Fire. How do you stop that thing? Good grief. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Yeah. Königsberg has 6-inch shells. That would have punched right through the armor. Ha! You missed. Okay, well, you hit below the water line, but I'm fine. Fire. There we go. That hit something important. Nice shot. Keep it moving. If we get into range, we can fire all of our... even though the launcher's still burning, we can fire all the torpedoes at the Königsberg. Oh, it's going down. Nice. T-22 sinking. Nice job, boys. All right, now concentrate all fire on that light cruiser. Fire. Actually, no. Switch to HE. Your AP shells won't do shit. Fire. Short. Uh-oh. Okay, that was way too close. That was a full broadside. That would have obliterated that destroyer. Oh, boy. Okay, All right, huh. Fire. Ooh! Uh-oh. Shit. Okay, that's enough, boys. Launch the torpedoes. Get them off my ship right now. Just get them off the ship right fucking now. That was bad. Get them off the ship. Launch them. Launch them all. I don't care. Just get rid of them. Launch them. Launch them all. Get them off my ship. Just fire them all. I don't care. All 8. Just get them off my ship. But sir, what about... I don't care. They're literally blowing up. Get them off the ship. Wide fan. At least, hopefully one of them hits. Fire. All right, we got fish in the water. Now let's get away before it decides to, yeah. Fire. Good hits. Uh-oh. Race! Ooh, that was close. We could deal with the fires. Let's see you dodge these. You can't dodge all of them. If the guns don't sink you, the torpedoes will. We still got them lined up. Adjust slightly. Fire. 8-inch guns coming at you. And we got a fire, which is good. All right, drop smoke. We're getting out of here. Hard to starboard, 30 degrees. All right, target sighted. Dropping range. Fire HE. One's good. Oh, fuck! Ah, damn it. I thought the smoke would give us cover. Damn it. Well, she just took a full broadside. So, but her revenge will be swift. She got her fish, she got her torpedoes away. That's all that matters. All right, checking our plotting table. Okay. All right, got it. Fire degrees armed. Fire! Woohoo! Nice shooting, boys. Nice. And what's coming up will be a perfect clip. What should be added here is that Nazi zombie laughing thing. Bye, bye. Woohoo! Bye, bye. 5 torpedoes. Ain't nothing stopping that. Bye, bye. Look how fast it's going down. Good grief. Bye, bye. Nice. Fair exchange. Losing 1 destroyer for a light cruiser and a torpedo boat's a fair exchange. All right, what's next? Next target. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! That's a lot of ships. Hey Shockwave, what's up? Okay, so 3 destroyers and 3 freighters. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. All right, what can I get for close to 19,000? We can get a Dido class. Yeah, that's the biggest we can get is a Dido class. Yeah. That's the biggest we can get. It's got 10 5-inch guns. Not bad for what it is, honestly. Yeah, we can get a Dido class light cruiser, which is not bad. We basically, again, our target here is going to be the freighters. If we can sink the freighters, we can get a ton of money. So yeah, I'll take it. I'm not going to name it Dido though. That's dumb. I will name you Skilla. All right. So heavy cruiser London, light cruiser Skilla, and destroyer Zulu. All right, where are they? Oh, this is perfect. Perfect ambush. I can't see shit, the sun. But we are literally crossing the T. We can fire all of our guns at them. Hard to starboard. Every gun. All right, let's see. We need to, I'm going to have the heavy cruiser concentrate on the freighters because I don't want the freighters getting away. So, switch to HE. Range, sir? Best guess. Give me a swag. A scientific wild-ass guess. Fire! Heavy cruiser, go burr! Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Wait. Oh, this is perfect. Wait. Skirt. All right. She doesn't have torpedoes, but she doesn't need them. That is a Z6 or Z6 Theodore Riedel. I don't know how to speak with German, so whatever. Who cares? I'm sending him to meet Davy Jones early. Angreifen is German. Whatever. Fire! Good hits. We know the range. Now this destroyer, though, Zulu does have torpedo. Wait, what do you mean it doesn't have torpedoes? Okay, well, whatever. Guns, guns, guns. Guns, guns, guns. It's got 8 4.7-inch guns. Small, but if we're going up against a destroyer. Fire. Whoop. Sorry. Fire. Yeah, when in doubt, more gun. You guys should have brought bigger boats. Now, again, the danger here is that the freighters will get away. If the freighters get away, we lose the money. And I don't want them to get away. And they're going to break. They're going to break when it's their turn. They're all getting away. We need to stop them. Give me my plotting table. No, they turn, so it'll be a longer range. That should work. Fire! Good, good! That's what I'm talking about! That'll hurt. Good shit. Check the plotter table, the plotting table. Yeah, no, we got it. That's good range. Fire. Ah, a little long. Accuracy by volume of fire. Nope. Try again. Ow. That hit the bridge. Careful. Hey, Inu, what's up, buddy? And no, this is Atlantic Fleet. Now, granted, I am talking about the ships and everything, but yeah, this is Atlantic Fleet, not World of Warships. Also, I have to say, feel the power of the sun! So bright. The lens flare, my god. Okay. Alright, let's see. Check the plotting table. Good range. Alright. Fire! Woohoo! That'll do something. Nice. That'll do something. Okay. Now, we don't want the rest of them to get away. If they go 3 turns without being hit, they can disengage. So I need to put some rounds into that one down there. Into the second one. Best guess, Mr. Sulu. Woo-hoo-hoo! My guesses are hitting nat 20s tonight. Damn. All right. Preparing for something big next month. What, are you finally going to be macro this time? Little man? Little raptor? I mean, I'm all for that. I kind of want to see that. Hey, let's just say you can slap me. Heck no. Aw. Everyone hug the raptor, by the way. That is not a request, that's a demand. Do it now. Heck no, not this year. Okay, but I can slap you. Why would I want to do that, though? You're adorable. Hi, Wolfie. Uh-oh. Okay. Destroyers are starting to get their shots now. I'm not really worried about it, but again, the damage does add up over time. So, why hug me, stinky green Lisa? First of all, you're not stinky. You're just little, which makes you easy to hug. There's actually a GIF I can send you that perfectly describes what people would do to you. I'm doing good, Wolfie. Let's see. All right, range. Range is off slightly, so we need to drop. We need to pull back a bit. Looks like 15.8. 15.8 degrees. HE, well. You know what? No. AP. Fire. Ooh, that did something. I don't know if it's sinking or not, but that did something. Pull up the plotting. Oh, no, that it is sinking. Nice shot. I got it. All right, next. All right, the next one. All right, we're bang on target. Fire. Woohoo! Nice shooting, boys. And there it goes. We got the other one, too. Now, let's see if we can get the third one before it gets away. That's 2 already. Damn, I'm good. All I'm going to say is this. Everyone quiet. The Raptor has something to say. I think my time as a PNG tuber will be done soon. You're finally going to join the world of 3D? Or 2D? Oh, I thought I'd never see it. All I'm going to say is this. You're finally going to be funny? Nah, I'm kidding. Y'all should go support Inu. He is adorable. He's a good friend. It's like, I really want to play more stuff with him, but yeah, y'all should go support him. But do not bully him. Y'all be nice to him. Oh, you're going 3D. Congrats. I would go 3D too, but the model is so detailed that I think people would have a stroke trying to make it 3D. So I'm good the way I am. And I feel like I'm more 2.5D, really. I'm the most unfunny thing alive. Bullshit. I have numerous clips of us that say otherwise. Okay, it's not getting away. That means we can get another shot on it. Ah, my eyes! All right. Okay, it's way over there. It's a long way. I think it's more than 20 degrees, guys. Hang on. Hang on. Best guess. Fire. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Woohoo! All right. I swear, I'm shit at math. I do not know how I'm plotting these shots. I'm literally just looking at the table and making a guess. All right, let's see. Plotting table. That guy's close. Drop the guns. Let's try this. Fire. Oh, that was so close. All right, bang on target. Ah, short, or long, crap. Nope. Anyway, Inu, I can't wait to see the new model. But yeah, you go rest, okay? I'm gonna send you a thing. I don't like it when you send me things. It's usually either something super funny, which means you're lying about saying you're not funny, or it's cursed. Is scary, but it's not. Why is it scary? What is it? You giant? That's not scary. That's adorable. All right, hang on. We've got the range, so wait a minute. Hang on. Do we though? No. I need to adjust it slightly. All right. All right, I'll check it in a second, bud. Come on, hit, hit, hit. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You can, in this game, if you keep taking damage, you can't get away from the battle. You can't disengage if you're under attack. So because we keep hitting them, they can't get away. Woohoo! That was a full... bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was a full volley of 5.25-inch shells. 10 shells just punched into that ship. Bye-bye. Next. All right, let's take a look. Plotting table. All right, so... Destroyers, 1 destroyer's down, 2 freighters down, 3rd one's damaged, and these guys are closing the distance. Okay. Bring us about. Hard to port. All right, let's get the range first. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good range. Hey, watch where you're shooting. Now, I don't know about these guys, but like if it were me on board one of those destroyers and I watched one of my buddies get vaporized by a full barrage of 5-inch shells, and I watched that happen after the other two freighters have exploded and gone down, I'd be like, fuck this, and leave. Like, the Führer can deliver his own damn supplies. Fuck this. I'd be out of there. Like, no question. Come on, hit, 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 hit. Woohoo! That freighter's going nowhere. Yeah, that freighter's either that freighter's gonna sink or it's not going anywhere now. I am a very happy imp. Who knew? I'm always been shit at math, but somehow, if you tell me, Zaruk, you're gonna get to blow up ships if you plot this math problem correctly on this map, give me that fucking map. Like, I could somehow figure it out. Wait, what was my last shot? 8.9, and he closed the distance, so... Try that one. Lock-in mode on. Yep, basically. Ah, dang it. Oh, Inu, by the way, since you're here, did you know the cool thing Mike made for me is now a redeem now? It should be available, actually. Is it? Hang on. Pretty sure I made it available. Yeah, it's available for 2,000 points. Yeah, there it is. Hang on, let me get it. Fine. Where's my thing? One sec. Let me get it. There we go. And I don't know why you can't see it. Hang on. It's weird. Hello? What's wrong with my thing here? Why isn't it working? Hang on. Oh, I know why. I know why. Shit. I know why. Hang on. I know why. There we go. There we go. There you go. So now, yes. And I've looked damn good in this maid outfit. Thank you very much. There we go. So now it works. Sorry about that, everybody. So what y'all think? For those who haven't seen it yet, what do y'all think? I mean, it's almost made March. Why not? The way I figured, if Cataclysm can pull it off, why can't I? Maybe I'll get him to do that for the State of Decay stream on Wednesday. Maybe I'll convince him to do that. Welcome to the Imp Cafe. Disturbingly loud magic explosion in the background. All right, let's finish off that freighter so we can get the big guns firing at the small ships. Plotting table. That's about right. Up it maybe wait a minute. Up it yeah, up it maybe a little bit. Ah, that'll work. Fire! Come on, come on, come on! There we go. Sink, you damn thing. Checking the range. Fire. All 5-inch guns. Woohoo! Nice. I would appreciate that, Wolfie, but I'm sure he'd be down for it if I asked him. Yeah, sink, you hunk of metal! Sink! Yeah, that's how I feel playing this game sometimes. It's literally just, why won't you die? That's literally what it feels like. All right, fire. Nah, I felt like that'd be too short. Ow. Excuse you.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne!
All right, the third freighter is sinking. So we've got all the freighters, so now we need to switch our attention to the smaller ships. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Switch to HE. Because bigger guns on a smaller ship, you don't want to punch right through it. So, fire. Ooh, we got one. I got a onesie. Nice. That sounds cute. Also, someone, y'all got to hear this. So, Biscuit actually pitched me one of the coolest ideas for Halloween this year. Is that Amina and I should get matching PNGs. I can be Gomez and she can be Morticia from the Addams Family, which I think that sounds adorable. Ba-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Anyway, let's see. All right. Range is set. Set it to light right here. Fire. Woohoo! Nice shot, boys. I think that killed everyone on the bridge. Yeah, no, the bridge is gone. There is no bridge. Yeah, everyone is either dead or got knocked overboard. Though, if you were caught in an explosion that threw you off the ship, you probably wish you were dead. Oh, yeah. Good shot. Yep, there it goes. Sinking. Had one last explosion, then it sank. Uh-oh. Brace! Okay. All right. Bring the big guns around. Dun-dun. Plotting table. Dun-dun. Got it. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Fire! Long. It was long. There was a bridge there. Now there isn't. George, you okay, bud? All right, let me check. Fine, let me check the DMs. What'd you send? Just 3D Inu isn't real. He can't hurt you. 3D Inu T-posing down the hallway. Yeah, there was a bridge. Now there isn't. All right, bring the guns around. You are mine now. You are dead. All right. Elevation. Set. Fire. Ah, short. That makes sense. All right, move along. Target identified. Crank the guns. Fire. Ooh, good hits. I think they're running for it. Honestly, I would be doing the same at this point. Yeah, I'd be running for it too. Unfortunately for you, I'm afraid you've gotten too close. So, death. Death comes. Oh, you lucky asshole. Crank the guns up. Get the guns up. Up, goddammit! Oh, I was close. Dang it, he's gonna get away. More blood for the blood god! No one escapes! There we go. Started a fire. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I don't know if y'all know what he's doing. The AI is actually zigzagging. That's actually smart. By zigzagging, it throws off my aim, and it also means that the rear guns can keep firing. Unfortunately, that only works if someone's chasing you. I'm not chasing him. Fire. And there it goes. Yep, there it goes. So that was the whole fleet. 31,000 tons. Nice. That's a lot of money to work with. All right, what would be next anyway? Leipzig and that's a lot. That's a lot of German I can't pronounce. Good grief. But I know how to say Leipzig. Okay, what do we got? We got 32,000. Can we buy a bigger ship now, please? Not really. 32,000 would just get us the county class heavy cruiser. All right. Since we're running out of time, why don't I show you guys some of the cool stuff you can get in this game, huh? Let's see. Now let's do a custom battle. Scenario editor to create battles using 10 ships per set. Yeah, got it. Okay. So I'm going to be playing as the Allies, of course. Let's go with a sunny day. And it is going to be, let's go with morning. Okay. So, myself 2 of these. And I'm going to give, let's see. So we get to pick whatever ships we want. So, why don't we show off the big boys of the Allied fleet?
There was a bridge there. Now there is.
That's a little late, George. But thanks. Okay. So, let's show off what we got, what we can play with. We'll work our way down. So first off, the glorious Queen Elizabeth class. Armed with 8 15-inch guns, she is a force to be reckoned with. And she is and that's what Warspite is. So we're going to add a Warspite. What else we got? The Revenge class. Now, the Revenge classes are actually old. They're actually very old ships. Like, they've even got their little guns mounted in the hull right here. But again, 15-inch guns. So, one there. There is no USS Enterprise in this, sadly. But I can show y'all my favorite ship in this game. Bum, 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 bum. What the hell? Behold the HMS Rodney. All of its guns are mounted on the front of the ship. And those are 16-inch guns, the same mounted on, like, US battleships. Unfortunately, they're all mounted on the front. So, if you turn away from your enemy, you can't use them. But that's the point. You're meant to slowly advance with this thing at an angle so it can fire all of its shells. So, I'm getting one. All right, let's see. What else we got in here? King George V, which is what Prince of Wales is. So, we'll add Prince of Wales. Let's see, North Carolina class. This is the U.S. battleship that would eventually be replaced by the Iowa class. But yeah, North Carolina class battleship. 9 16-inch guns. So we'll add USS North Carolina. What else we got in here? Ooh, the Lion. I do want to talk about the Lion. So we'll add one of those. The Renown, the Hood. Already talked about Hood. Let's see. Let's bring out some of the big cruisers, like the Berwick. So there's the Berwick. Then the York. I believe we get one more ship. Sure, why not a Leander class? Okay, now for the enemy. No, there is no Alaska, sadly. Now for the enemy fleet. So let's quickly talk about what the Germans can play with. So, first off, Scharnhorst class. Scharnhorst and her sister Gneisenau are both in the game. Though they don't have the modified turrets. They have 12 11-inch guns. I mean, they're not bad ships, honestly. Scharnhorst is actually pretty impressive for what it is. Same with Gneisenau. So I'll add them in. Now, I don't think the Bismarck needs any introduction. if you know your Sabaton, or if you just know your naval stuff, or know your history, or know your stuff, your naval stuff, you know about the Bismarck. If Yamato is Japan's famous ship, and the Enterprise is America's favorite, special ship, then the Bismarck is Germany's ship. And Bismarck's a tough old bastard. But, I mean, as it should be. We've also got the Hutten and the Berlingen. So, the H-39 class battleship. To put this into perspective for you guys, Bismarck, let me put it this way. Bismarck has 8 15-inch guns. The H-39 has 8 16-inch guns. This was meant to be Bismarck's big brother, basically. But it never got off the drawing board. We're going to add one in. And then we have the Deutschland class heavy cruiser, which is what the Admiral Graf Spee is. It's literally people call it, oh, it's a pocket battleship. No, it's a heavy cruiser. It's a heavy cruiser. It's got 6 11-inch guns. It's fast, it shoots hard, but that is a cruiser, which means it blows up real good. Admiral Hipper class with its 8 8-inch guns. See what else we got in here. The Königsberg class. Fuck you. The Leipzig class with its 9, almost 6-inch guns. It's 5.9 inches, Leipzig. It still counts. Don't worry. It's just as big as all the other 6-inch guns. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. All right. It's got a bunch of destroyers in here, but I mainly want to talk about some of their other stuff. Like their submarines. Okay. So, these things. The U-2501s. These are experimental. They never got off the drawing board. But if you want to know how terrifying these things are, let me put it to you this way. Normally, submarines had to stay above surface level to recharge their batteries before they went underwater and everything. Okay? So, and they would come up to charge their batteries. They would basically, if they could help it, stay above the surface and move that way. These subs, they didn't need to do that. These subs could stay underwater for days at a time. And had the Kriegsmarine put more money into these things, like they were starting, the idea for them came about in 1943, if I recall. And if they put more money into these things, then the Battle of the Atlantic would have dragged on even longer, because these things are terrifying. Where's Tirpitz? Tirpitz is in here. You just name a different version of the Bismarck Tirpitz. So we got Tirpitz and Bismarck in here. All right, let's go. So, which one is this? Lion. Okay, this is HMS Lion. HMS Lion was a ship that was a paper ship that never got off the drawing board for the Brit. Well, okay, it was on the drawing board. HMS Lion is basically the British's answer to the Iowa class and the Yamato. She is a big bastard. It's got 16-inch guns and everything. And if you've ever played World of Warships, you mostly know this as the ship that's got a heel so powerful that it can print another ship, basically. He's a big bastard. Let's put those guns to work, shall we? Let's give him a try. There's Bismarck's big brother in the distance, but I'd rather shoot at Tirpitz instead. Suck on this, Queen of the North. Fire. Woo, good hit. All right, this is North Carolina. Yep, Battleship North Carolina, which actually protected USS Enterprise for a while. Let's hear those guns sing. Fire. Oh, too far. I wonder if I can do the thing. Pretty sure I can. Let's pick a good target first. There's a thing I definitely want to do because I want to show you. I'm not very good at it, but I know you can do it in this game. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure I missed. Yeah, I missed that by a mile, I think. Yep. I'm not good at the bomb. Whoa, wait. No, maybe. Ah, nope. Short. For those who don't know what that is, that's a tall boy. That's the bomb that pounded into Turpits. So yeah, you can call in off-map airstrikes if you have the ability for it. Let's do it again. Now that I know what I'm doing. Let's see. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bombs away! Come on, 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 come on. Yes, 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 yes! No! No! Oh shit! Never mind! That worked! Woo! Oh god, it's going down. It's going down! Wait a minute! Wait! Wait! It didn't even hit properly! Wait a minute! Wait, hold on! Wait a minute! Hold on! Wait, hold on! Wait a minute! Okay, so, in real life, it took one or two of those to sink Turpits in her own port up north in, like, the Nordic countries. And both of them were hits! That one hit KO. Good God. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. No, she's rolling. She's gone. She is rolling over and sinking. Good grief. Okay. That was a Grand Slam bomb. How big are those things? Wait a minute. Oh. 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 Okay. So, y'all want to know why that went down in one hit? Because that was a 22,000-pound bomb. That bomb had 22,000 pounds of TNT in it. So it didn't need to be a direct hit. That probably ripped that ship open like a kid tearing open a Christmas present. Good God. Okay. Well, at least we know what they do. Good God. Pretty sure that was an earthquake bomb. Yeah, good old Grand Slam bomb. So big that they literally had to, like, remove the bomb bay doors of the Lancaster bombers to drop them. Ooh, good hit. All right, next up, HMS Warspite. All right, Scharnhorst is in range. And fire. Love the sound of the big guns. Ah, short. All right, which one's this? Berwick. Why is the heavy cruiser out? Oh, never mind. I thought to say, why is the heavy cruiser out front? It's gonna get slaughtered. Nope. All right. Well, yeah, Turpits did a lot, but then she got blown up. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna fire off everything, and then we're gonna call it for the night. Fire. Whoop, that's long. Long. All right, York. York class heavy cruiser. Gonna shoot at Scharnhorst. Probably won't do much, but it's worth a shot. Yep, long. And Leander, which is a light cruiser and should not be here. But you know what? Hang on. We're going to dump the torpedoes. Oh, right. I forgot. Leander doesn't have any. Oh, no, you do. You have 4. Never mind. Let's see. One away. 2 away. 3 away. 4 away. It would take time to get there, but still. Nope. Close, though. Very close, actually. I love how you can hear the sound of the ship going down back there. And one cool detail I love is that if you're using American ships, they actually do have the American flag flying instead of a British one. All right. But yeah, that's some of the most powerful ships in the game. There are carriers and everything, but I've never been good with using the carriers. So, meh. Let's see here. Right. That'll do it for now. Let's see. And yeah, so that's Atlantic Fleet. I just wanted to show this off to y'all. I think it's really fun. It's a 10-year-old game, but it's still really fun to play. Because sometimes you just want to watch stuff blow up, you know? All right, that's going to be it for now. Let's see if I can find us someone to raid right now. Hopefully we got some clips out of it tonight, because there's a lot of fun stuff that happened. Excuse me. See, you know what? Yes. Let's go say hi to Nile. Mama Nile is playing Mech Warrior tonight. I don't know if she's with anyone. Oh, yeah, she is. She's with the squad. So we will go say hi to her. Let's go do that. Don't tell her I'm coming. Shh. All right, let's do it. As always, it's been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you, and I hope you had a great time. I've been Zaruk Windcaller, and remember, that the memories we make in life, good and bad, make us who we are. Don't trade them for anything. I love you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Here's my thing. Oh, right here. Bye-bye.